Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always, told out of Voice of Radio. So today we've got exciting news which is going to impact the Pokemon TCG, and I love it. There is a Pokemon Center opening in Taipei. Now, I'll be honest with you, I went and had a quick cheeky look to remind myself about Taipei. It is the economic, political, educational, and cultural center of Taiwan and one of the major hubs in East Asia, according to Wikipedia, which honestly makes sense. I think this is cool. I kind of want to go to Taipei for the opening in December. There is absolutely no chance that I will be in Taipei in December for the opening of this Pokemon Center. I am far too busy, but I wanted to tell you all about it and why we should all care, because, ladies and gentlemen, we absolutely should care. Now, first thing to note, because this is always a big deal, who's on the logo? Well, as you can see, it's Dragonite. Every Pokemon Center, like Pikachu's there, obviously, but every Pokemon Center basically has a mascot Pokemon. Somebody who's going to come along and just be like, yo, I'm here. Now, I saw a bunch of these in Japan and I was delighted, but for instance, Mega Tokyo in Ikebukuro over in Tokyo was Miraidon. But if you wanted Koraidon, you had to go down to Osaka, where you would find it at just the regular Osaka. The regular Osaka gave us Koraidon, and that was lovely. But then again, you'd go to Hiroshima, and you would get yourself Shining Gyarados, not regular Gyarados. And then obviously Skytree is your Rayquaza. Skytree makes sense. Shibuya is Mewtwo, which is one of the coolest. I'm not going to keep going, you get the point. All of these have their own mascots, and it's kind of awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a new one, and it features Dragonite, and I love it, ladies and gentlemen. I absolutely love it. I think I was probably going to love it regardless, but it's nice that we're getting it. Also, as a side note, the Miraidon and Koraidon Pokemon Centers, you can buy really nice pin badges featuring the logo. All of these logos are basically the same design featuring different Pokemon. Why can I not buy pin badges of each of them at the relevant Pokemon Center? That honestly just seems a little bit mean, and can we fix that, please? That would be lovely. But the point is, we're getting a new one over in Taipei, and it is having Dragonite as the featured Pokemon. And this is kind of a big deal, because in terms of proper Pokemon Centers, like your proper, permanent, full-size Pokemon Centers, outside of Japan, we've got Singapore. That is it. At the airport in Singapore, there is a Pokemon Center, which is Lapras and Celebi, if anybody's wondering. I'll check out this key art, by the way. Look how beautiful it is. That is the only permanent Pokemon Center outside of Japan right now. Yes, we did have that lovely Pokemon Center that came around in London a little while ago, and I loved it. I went there early and it was amazing, but that was a temporary one. It lasted a few weeks and went away. Yes, we had one in Paris that I didn't get to go to, which honestly makes me sad. I wish I had, although that one didn't really have any exclusive merch, and by all reports, it was not exactly the best one. It had some cool artwork, but not the worst one to miss if you had to miss one. The fact that we're getting a permanent Pokemon Center outside of Japan that isn't in Singapore Airport is a big deal. As a side note, when I was flying to Oceania Internationals in February, I tried to get a 4-hour layover in Singapore. I could only get a 2-hour layover in Singapore, and then the flight landed an hour and 40 minutes late. I had a 20-minute layover in Singapore Airport. Could not get to the Pokemon Center. Very sad, but I assure you I tried my best. The thing is, Pokemon Centers, when they open, tend to have cool exclusive merch. And we can look at this because the last one that opened was the one down in Okinawa. And I'm checking on Cerebi.net because it's a great site run by a lovely dude. And yeah, we can check. And we can just look at the dates. The last one that opened was Okinawa, August the 11th, 2022. Which does mean over a year between new permanent Pokemon Centers. Yes, I know there are some temporary ones. They don't count. But when Okinawa Pokemon Center opened, there was so much cool stuff, ladies and gentlemen. It was awesome. We had things like a pin badge. Yeah, apparently they were in other places. Image here comes from Reddit. And we had stuff like a playmat, for instance, which was rather lovely. We didn't actually get a promo card, which is honestly kind of weird. I mean, the playmat's absolutely stunning, but we didn't get a promo card, which is genuinely weird, right? Like, I cannot be the only one that thinks that's a little bit weird. And I know that's a little bit weird because we did, for instance, for Kanazawa. Now, I unfortunately wasn't able to get to the Kanazawa Pokémon Center while I was out there, but there were basically a couple different things. There was an actual stamped Pikachu card. You'll notice has the Kanazawa Pokémon Center logo on it, which was kind of awesome. I do have this card. The lovely Antoine Boulet hooked me up, and I'm extremely grateful. But then there was also a Kanazawa box, which was released, which had a bunch of cool stuff in it, including a bunch of packs and some sleeves and all of that. But you'll also notice 3 promos, one featuring Pikachu, same as the stamped promo from the Pokémon Center, but it's not stamped, but it is reverse holo. And then a Sobble and a Milotic. So this was kind of awesome as well. Now, one of the things we need to remember here is that these are, and I've already shown you, just Okinawa and Kanazawa here, these are not necessarily always the same. They are not always in line with each other in terms of the stuff. Okinawa had some cool Pokemon TCG merch and a badge, but Kanazawa had promos, like actual full-on proper job promos, which Okinawa didn't. So we don't know what Taipei is getting. But we do know it's getting some stuff. It literally says on the website, it is also expected to launch opening commemorative products, hold opening events, and other rich content. Yes, we're using Google Translate. I'm sorry, my traditional Chinese is not particularly good. My Japanese is getting all right. But my traditional Chinese, which is what we use in Hong Kong and Taiwan for Pokemon and such, yeah. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, it's not particularly good. I am sorry. But that means we could have promos. I think it's likely we'll have some kind of Pokemon TCG stuff. And I think we're going to be getting a promo. Do I have any real reason to believe this will get one over Okinawa? No, honestly. But look at the kind of stuff Pokemon have done lately. Look at what they've been making an effort to do with a lot of these openings. Pokemon seem to realize how much we like promo cards lately, and they seem to be making an effort. And I personally really, really, really want one. Just remember, like if we look at Okinawa, it was still Pikachu on the promo card. Even though there were other Pokemon on the theme, the promo card was still Pikachu. So, I mean, look, it could be a Dragonite promo. That's possible. But it's still more likely that it's going to be a Pikachu promo than a Dragonite promo. And I know for Dragonite fans that might be a little bit sad. But it looks like they're doing something. And I know there are a lot of collectors that follow this channel, and I'm not particularly interested in trying to use the Pokemon TCG as a means of investing and making loads of money. Personally, that's just not me. In a word, sometimes I wish I did, because I could have made a lot more money if I'd have done more Pokemon investing when I started playing in the, 2009 era. Whoops. But I do think it's fun to build a cool collection. And this is exactly the kind of stuff where you can build a cool collection. Now, one thing I'm doing some investigating. I'm going to try and find a good way to get hold of this stuff. And if I can find a good way to get hold of this, I will let you know, because this is going to be awesome. But let's take a look at some of the images from the website here. We got some key art featuring, amongst other Pokemon, Jigglypuff and Greedent. And I love me some Greedent. Here is what the front of it's going to look like. Yes, there's going to be a Dragonite statue with Pikachu, which is awesome. Here is a lovely little look at some of the shells with some Pokemon on. Yay. Here is a lovely look at some of the accessories in a Pokemon game and app gallery, which I suppose is exciting. And for us, here is a look at the TCG section. You'll notice there are tables on which you can play. You'll notice there is a case with a bunch of Pokemon cards being shown off. These are mock-ups at the moment. They haven't actually made it yet. So just be a little bit clear. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited about this. This one could be very, very big. This one could be awesome. Or it could be rubbish. It could have no exclusive products, and it could just be a Pokémon Center selling general goods over in Taiwan. That could just be what it is. But I hope it's not, ladies and gentlemen. And you know, when we bring the news here, I'm giving you the best information we have. I'm not going to tell you there's going to be a promo, because I don't know. I am telling you, I believe there is going to be, and if there's not, there's going to be other cool stuff, because that is the best information I have based on what we've seen in the past. But the one thing I do know is this is going to be awesome. I'm excited, and you should be excited too. But I want to know how excited you are in the comment section, so let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and card games and Pokemon card games, all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. Oh, and get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely It's a Coaster, who's a really big supporter of the channel and is awesome and very active over in the Discord and just a lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.